Hello everyone, this is another helpful trans elder video. I haven't made one for a little while. I've got a couple reasons why, but I don't think I'll share them right now. Right now I'm going to get my exercise in. I'm not going to do too much today. I usually do 5 miles, but I'm going to try to stick it at about maybe 3, maybe 2.5, because I've got a lot of things I got to get done today. And when I do that long of a trek, most of the rest of the things I like to do is just my shape-shifting and my root burrow work, which is all behind me back there. You can see those root burrows back there piled up, and inside my little studio greenhouse. So we've got that going on. I'm going to share with you what I've got going on in my garden behind me here, and my strawberries and my artichokes, and I've got a few other small things that are happening. That was in my video of me taking care of this great big passion fruit. But I got another passion fruit which is over there, and I'm not going to put that one in the ground. I'm going to keep that one in a bucket. There is so much to do. The weather is just crazy wonderful right now, and it's going to get hot. This is a desert coastal canyon. I'm dressed. I'm totally wiped down with bug stuff because out here we have midge flies, biting flies, and down by the reservoir there's mosquitoes, and they love my hemoglobin, so I'm going to stay out of those biting insects, and I'll be in there a little later, and we'll do something in there too. So it's going to be a busy video. I'll try to keep it under 12 minutes. Thanks for watching me, and thanks for the new subscribers and the people who I've talked to on the phone and things of that nature who are now following me, and I appreciate that. Watching this senior trans elder and what I call the phenomenon of aging. So we'll talk to you later. Hi everyone, I'm back from my trek. I did a little bit more than a 5K. I'll show you my stats right here. It was a great trek. Right in the middle of it, I was way up on the top, one of the hills that I'm on the top, and it's quite a trek. But I'm in the middle of it, and that's right after I normally get my groove going on, what they call the runner's high. I get this surge of dopamine, or they've later discovered that to be cannabinoids that come out of your system, and I guess they supplement the ones I already put in it, and it was just great. So I get this call from a surgery center because I'm going to be going for a colonoscopy, and if all of you, I know that many people have had that. I've had several. I won't go into why, but I'm going to have another one. And it requires a ride, which is really difficult for me. So I've had a lot of things going on with this particular thing that I have to do for my health. I mean, I think they're kind of like looking for trouble, but I hope they do find it. I hope it's good trouble. But in any case, that's not the point. But I got this call, and she says, "Hi, this is I think what she said, her name was Tracy or something like that. Anyway, she says, from the surgery center, I got your time for your schedule for your procedure." And I go, well, I'm in the middle of this 5K, and I'm like in the middle of this kind of like dopamine high. I don't think I'll remember it, so can you text it to me? She said, well, we can't text you, but we'll call you back. The nurse will call you back. And I thought to myself, why did I tell her that I was in the middle of a trek and I was at a dope? I guess I was feeling pretty good about it. That's why I told her that. And anyway, if I remember, she said, well, I'll tell you anyway, it's 12:50. So I did remember that. I think it's 12:50, but I'm going to verify that I'm not imagining the whole thing anyway. So anyway, that's the end of this quick sort of thing. I'm going to get my suspenders off. I wear these when I do my trekking. It's because the cell phone, or not the cell phone, my iPhone that I'm recording with right now is in my pocket, and it's a big one. It's heavy, and it's got a big battery in it, and it weighs my pants down. So I'm always pulling my pants up, and so I found that this is a great a solution to keeping my pants up. So I'm going to change my clothes and show you a little bit about my garden and then finish the video for today. Also, a little bit about, I'm going to make some pretzels And I might make a pizza later on today too. But let's see how the rest of this video goes, because I try to get one. I'm going to try to do one a week at least. So far so good. Once again, thanks. I'll be back. Behind me is that passion fruit vine that I chopped off on the last video, and I'll turn the camera around so we get some better quality video. The weather is phenomenal out here. Just look at the temperature. It's just crazy good. A little bit of a breeze, and it's super dry. A real dry breeze. And I've already finished this artichoke, and it's having new pups. So I've got new pups coming for this artichoke. It made wonderful artichokes. I got about 10 off of one plant. They were delicious. This one here has never had artichokes, but it has produced pups. This one grew babies instead of artichokes. So they are in the ground. There's one there, and there's another one there, and this one is going to give me more pups here too. So it looks the way to grow artichokes. You don't really need to keep replanting seeds. So there is sort of like the banana down there. They grow pups, and that's how you keep them going. That's ice cream or guava or blue banana. And these eggplant have weathered through the winter real well. Of course, we didn't really feel like a winter. We had a lot of rain, but that's about it. And this is garlic that I grow every year. This is just actually it's a Chinese version, and it makes single clove garlic, which is growing right there. These are bulbils. You can hardly see that, but those are the results of the flower of the garlic. Make little tiny bulbs. But the first year that garlic grows is a single clove, it's called. And then the second year that grows, then it will split into different cloves. So that's how you get single clove garlic. I have a bunch of them here. And the reason I'm growing that is because I make black garlic. And I want to try just using the single clove to make my black garlic instead of a whole bulb. I just want to see how that's going to turn out. They sell it like that. I want to see if I can do it. So that's the end of the story of that, without making this video too long. And I can't forget about talking about these ever-bearing strawberries. Have a cherry flavor, and they make really pretty berries. This one can go another day or two, and then the rest are going to be great. As long as we can keep this heat going, they'll be beautiful. They tolerate the cold, but they make really awful berries in the cold weather. Called winter berries. They don't have a lot of flavor. Introducing my very first soft pretzels. And also, I'm recording this on a new microphone. I hope it sounds a lot better than my earbuds or my MacBook or my iPhone or even my little wireless ones. They kind of sound tinny, but this sounds pretty good, so I'm going to stick with this. My first sourdough soft pretzels, one ended up being a flop and two turned out really good. I'll get better at this as I go along, but this sourdough here is my own sourdough. I've had this for almost 4 years now, and this has been refrigerated for 2 days, and it's ready to go. It's got a lot of tension and a lot of liveliness to it, so it really did rise really quick as I was making this today. So I'm going to just hush up now. I'm going to put on a little bit of music so we can watch my crazy putting tension and my very first pretzels, where, like I said, one's a flop and one's not. And that'll be it. So if you are new to my channel, I want to thank you for watching this old trans woman and watching the phenomenon of aging and all the crazy things that I might do on this channel later on as we move along. Hopefully we'll all survive the next few years. I'm sure we will. Anyway, thanks again. Bye-bye. sure.